Studies from Indeed have shown that 52% of the workers are burnt out, which is up 9% pre-COVID times. I hear people so often, oh, I have 15 more years to go and then I'll retire. 15 years, 20 years, even 10 years, continuing in a job that you feel burnt out in, continuing grinding until you retire. Oh my gosh, when I had that thought, that's when I started making a plan of quitting. I just couldn't. I was in corporate and I was so stressed out and I completely burnt out and I just couldn't take it another day. The pain was too big. The stress was too high and I needed to find a way out. And if this is you and you're at your career crossroads and you're thinking, but what else can I do? Because that's what the question number one is when people come to me. I've been doing this for so long. I have a good paycheck. I have a good title. It's comfortable. I know what to do. It's not like I hate my job, but I know I don't want to be doing this for another 15, 20 years. Well, you come to the right place because I want to discuss the burnout, what it is, what you can do, and what's next for you. And I made a free resource for you that will really help you figure out what your purpose is and how you can turn your passion into income. Make sure you check that down below. And welcome to you if you're new to my channel. My channel is all about taking the leap and turning your passion into income and not jumping, but transitioning from your job into the life that you love. It's not about quitting tomorrow. No, that's way too scary and we need money, right? So let's discuss this burnout. I burned out completely. And what is a burnout? How do you recognize it? Well, your energy is super low. You're tired all the time. You're moody. You don't want to get out of bed in the morning. You read a book and you don't know what you've read. You read an article, you read something at work, that you have to do and it's just not going well. You want to write something, it's just not flowing. You are not a happy person. Your personal life is affected. Your relationships are affected. People that you usually have fun with, you don't feel the joy, you don't feel the spark, you just don't feel it anymore. That are all signs of burning out. By the way, if you haven't done so already, I also have a video on 9 signs that it's time to leave your career, because burning out or leaving your career, two different things. So that's another topic. But burning out. Now, if you recognize those signs of burnout, then what can you do about it? The simple solution would be to quit. The obvious, simplest answer. But really, quitting. You've been doing this for many years. You have a solid paycheck. You have built up a lifestyle that becomes expensive. So if you quit tomorrow and you don't have that income anymore, it's not realistic. So then the second answer of some people could be, well, why don't you go part-time? But if you have a certain title and a certain status, there is a certain amount of work, a workload that comes with that. You can't just go part-time suddenly and then what about this whole workload and responsibilities? It just doesn't go like that. Then a third option or answers that people could give you is like, these typical work-life balance thing, like go for a massage. And if you feel bad, then, have a nice treat yourself to a nice gift, buy something, go to a nice restaurant, all of these like work-life, take a day off or go away with your partner. It just doesn't cut it anymore because deep down, I'm done. I don't feel I'm doing something meaningful. I don't feel fulfilled. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. This one day out or this little break or this little extra gift, it's not going to cut it anymore. So what can you do when you burned out? To be honest with you, my burnout was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me stop. It made me look at myself and it made me figure out what is it that Rachel really wants. And it made me go towards that life. And it made me realize that I was climbing a corporate ladder, but I was climbing the wrong ladder because I didn't want to be in corporate at all. I didn't want that. It was not fulfilling for me. It was not my passion. It was not something that I could do for another 5 to 10 years. I wasn't hating it. I'm not saying you have to hate your job, but it was stressing me out. It wasn't fulfilling me. It was draining my energy. And so the first thing you can do when you feel burnt out is stop and take a break. Literally, take some sick leave. Do it. Allow it. And when I say allow it, that's really hard because I come from, working, like my family, we're always working. You have to work, you can't just sit still and do nothing. And that feeling of guilt when I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stop, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna take some sick leave, but I'm not physically hurt. I don't have a broken arm, I don't have a broken leg, there is nothing you could see. A burnout is something that you can't see. You can't physically see that you're in pain. It's an inside thing. And that is what makes it so hard, and that's what made me feel so guilty of I'm asking for sick leave, but I'm not physically sick, if that makes sense. But I want you to do that. I want you to allow yourself, like, wait a minute, I need to figure this out. I need to stop. I need to pause. I need to have a break. Do that. Allow yourself. You are working a job where you have the benefit of being able to take sick leave. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. That's the first thing. Next, talk to a coach or a therapist, but you have to talk to someone who understands and who can help you through this. You have to talk about this, okay? Don't sit with it by yourself, but talk about it. I did the same thing and it was very helpful because somebody who understands, it's just so helpful because they will give you tips, they will give you suggestions, you will feel heard. And that's really, really important. Next is do things that give you energy, because here's the thing. People don't burn out by doing too much of something, by working too much in your job. People burn out because of doing the wrong things. So if I would tell you like, okay, you're burned out and now you have to stay in bed for 48 hours and then another, 10 hours a night. No, that's not gonna help you. That's not gonna help you. What gives you energy? Think about things that give you energy and do more of that. Because your energy is drained from doing the things over and over and over again, the routine tasks that you do not like, that drain your energy, by being around maybe toxic people or people who drain you, by doing all the things that you really don't fancy and don't find fun and joyful. So find those things that are fun and joyful and do more of that so you can get more energy. Go outside, go for a walk. For me, it's going to the gym and just working out, dancing, putting up music, all of these things that really light you up, that give you joy, that make you smile. Do more of that because that's so important. Don't just sit there. Don't just think, oh, I'm tired, now I have to sleep all day. Don't sit in the couch because no. Next, start exploring the causes of your burnout. So start exploring the causes. What I mean, is it your boss? Is it a toxic environment? Is it your colleagues? Is it a specific colleague? Is it the job tasks? Is it the responsibility? Is it the job role? Is it the title? Is it the commute? Is it a lot of traveling? Is it, start exploring what is it really that drained you? What is it really that caused burnout? For me, I just knew I didn't want to work for a boss. I knew I didn't want to work a job. I didn't want this 9 to 5. I didn't want schedules. I wanted freedom. I wanted freedom of my own schedule. I wanted to be my own boss. I know I have the discipline. I knew I had the discipline to make my own schedules and to work for myself. I knew it. I just had to figure out what exactly is it that I can monetize, because I had no idea. This online making money and all of that. I made 2 videos on that I'll pop below and right here as well, about how to make money online, how I started making money online, because that was the first thing I was looking for, how to make money online, because if I can't make money, then how can I leave my job, right? And maybe that's you. So check out that video. But if you're in this burnout phase, then once you wrote down the causes, it's time to now explore and write down what you want to do. What is it that you would like to do? And that's why I created the free download, which I'll put right below, and I'll pop it up here as well. It's how to find your sweet spot. how to find, if you do that exercise and you fill in all the blanks and all the answers, then you will find your sweet spot that you can monetize. So that's really important to figure out, what is it that I want? For some of you, it might be to find another job or another company or another career. For some of you, it might be start your own business and start working for yourself. That was the path that I chose. And that's the path that most of my clients choose. But remember, whatever choice you make, it doesn't mean that you have to take the leap and quit tomorrow. It doesn't mean that you're quitting and resigning tomorrow. It means that we're making a plan so you can transition into that new career, into starting on your own, into whatever new you want to do. And this is the phase where you re-identify yourself, where you redesign your life. And I love this so much because, like I said, my breakup, my burnout is the best thing that ever happened to me, because it really forced me to look within myself and know, like, what is it that Rachel really wants? And that's what I want for you. Really figure out, what is that sweet spot? What is it that you want to do? Start on your own, change careers, change a job. If you're not sure about that, I made a video on the difference. Like, do you, the questions to answer for you to really make a decision on, is it starting my own business or another career? So make sure you check out that video as well. So these are all the things to go through when you're going through and you feel like you're burning out. It's so important to look at yourself, to re-identify yourself, to redesign yourself. Look, you know, if you're around 40 and it's too young to continue and grinding in a job that you're not feeling fulfilled until you retire, right? So make sure you grab that download, make sure you comment below. Please, if you like my comment, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let YouTube know that you like my content. And I would love to see you in my next video.